Support Laneside. Get something cool.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Laneside Reviews. As always, I'm the bearded beast, Rob Johnson, joined once again by Scoops Porter. And we've got some really exciting stuff to show you on this episode, so why don't we take it Laneside and see how it's stacked up.
Alright guys, welcome back to Bolorama here in Barrie, and we're going to be looking at Hammer's WEB M.B, or Mass Bias. I was really excited by the announcement of this piece. It's been no secret that I liked the Web Tour Edition Hybrid when it was released. It actually replaced my Intel in my house bag, which is a pretty big deal. My Intel is my pretty much 100% benchmark. It's, what we compare everything here in our videos to. But when it started to get a little early, or I needed the same motion but it to be a little shorter hook window, I didn't really have anything I could go to. Everything that was in that area I found was really strong or had a much different motion. So when I went to my Brunswick tour rep, Phoenix there, ouch. When I went to my Brunswick rep, he was like, listen, you're going to love this thing. Just wait for it. And Eric was 100% right. When I drilled this thing up, I made sure I drilled it up with the exact same layout as I have on my Web Tour Hybrid and my Intel, because I wanted to be able to compare apples to apples, and I wanted to use the characteristics of the ball for what it's for. So let's talk about it. Benchmark, Pearl. What they've done is they've taken that 030 core, that really low differential core, and they flattened it just a little bit. Oh, look, I missed outside there. Oh, that's that good old hammer hit. They flattened it just a tiny bit. What it did is it raised the differential a little bit, so added a little bit more flare, and made it slightly asymmetric. But it still retained a lot of the properties of that core, because they haven't changed the core shape that much. So then they paired it with a new cover stock, and oh man, well, you can see from the first few shots here. I got a Stone 8, and then I got away with one. These are all at 25. This is exactly what I want when my benchmark's too early or too slow. This is something I can go to. Oh, that's so good. I can go to and still stay in that same area without having to really change how I'm playing, but still get a different reaction. When we talk about building arsenals, you say, if you're going to have two balls in your arsenal, have one symmetric and one asymmetric because they go through the pins differently. Well, this is as close as I can get to a perfect example, because this is the Web Tour, and then that same core just asymmetric. So it gets through the pins just slightly differently. So from this point, I've been playing 25, which is my benchmark. You can see on this one, I pulled it in just a little bit. I slid 23 and I left a 4-pin. You can see that hook zone is much shorter than what we see in traditionally out of our benchmark balls. But it's still not a huge hooking ball. At this point, I'm going to move 5 left from where I started, so I'm going to move into 30. With all of our pieces, we've kind of moved around to show how much they can hook and where you can play them. This one we know is already very versatile and where it fits into our bag. But I did want to show off that if you move inside, this ball can hook. Now, I'm not going to change my hand position or anything here. And you can see when I come into frame, didn't change my hand position, and I left a kind of a flat 7. If I were to get around it a little more, increase my rotation to get it to come off the spot more, I would have carried that. But you can see there is some versatility moving around and playing where the friction is. For those of you who don't understand that, basically what I'm saying is this isn't a ball to hook the whole lane with. You could do it, but that's not what it's designed for. I moved left, and the ball could hook more. I could make it hook more, but what it's really designed for is staying kind of straighter and keeping the ball in play. Now I'm going to move right here and play up, going to slide in 20. And this is going to be another one. For us, this is an out-of-bounds zone where you really have to get around the ball. Normally, stronger balls, they kind of burn up and they hook about the arrows and, you're way, way left. This ball still got down lane and had some motion. Even though it was in the out-of-bounds, it still almost got back there. What I see in that is a ball that I can keep in play much, much longer than a lot of high-end pieces. This is a ball I can go to straight out of my bag when I need something to get down lane with a little bit of pop, but I don't want to burn up the lanes if I've got a lot of high friction, or if I know where the friction is and I can play off of it. This ball can keep the lane in play longer so I can strike longer. So one last shot here at 25. I've gone back to where I was, and you can see this thing is so good looking. 100% went right in my bag across from my WEB Tour Edition Hybrid. I want to make sure I say it right. So here is the mythical Intel. And you can see on 25 where I'm playing it, it's a much smoother shot. It's not a real angular down lane. It's very smooth all the way down. And now we're going to compare it directly to that WEB mass bias. And I had it at up to 2 boards stronger, about 2 feet longer, but much more angular. And a very similar shape. So this is a great one for your bag. This is a definite keeper. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.